Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I wanted to do something a little bit different. I wanted to talk about one of my favoriteest places on the planet, and that's Disneyland and Disney World. Both my favorite. Prefer Disney World a little bit more, but I won't complain if I'm in Disneyland. Like, come on. Anyway, I want to talk about something called the Disability Access Service, or the DAS. What is the Disability Access Service and how does it work? The DAS, Disability Access Service, is designed to accommodate guests who have difficulty tolerating extended waits in a conventional queue environment due to a disability, including non-apparent diseases. The service allows guests to schedule a return time that is comparable to a current queue wait for the given attraction. It does not provide immediate access. Don't think like, oh my gosh, I'm like uncomfortable right now and it's hot and I just can't do it. I just need to get on the ride. It's not going to happen. They'll give you a return time. You can take your time, sit down, enjoy the music, enjoy the ambiance, people watch, whatever. But you're not going to get on right away. Unless there's no wait, then you won't even need your DOS. It's a walk-on, right? So you just walk on. It's a free service that Disney offers for people with disabilities, and it really just makes your life a little bit easier. So if you're like me, you really can't make it till the sun goes down in the park. So I'm usually up early in the morning. We get there, we do the early morning if we have the access. Get in there, early entry, do whatever we have to do. But by the time it's lunch, the pain is already really bad for me. One, even if I have a scooter. Two, I want to watch World of Color, and I almost never make it to World of Color or any of those nighttime shows because I'm exhausted. I am in even more pain than normal. And it's just bad. It's just bad. If you got fibro, y'all know what's up. So I wanted to share this disability access service with you guys so you know the next time you go, you can use it and it's free and it'll make your life a lot easier. So anyway, let's jump into it. Disability Access Service, or DAS. It says accommodating guests with disabilities. Disney parks have an unwavering commitment to provide a welcoming, inclusive environment and accessible experiences for our guests. As part of this commitment, Disability Access Service, or DAS, is a program offered at Walt Disney World theme parks to assist guests who have difficulty tolerating extended waits in a conventional queue environment due to a disability. So there is a whole area, if you go to like the Disney website and you look up DAS, D-A-S, there's a whole area. There's frequently asked questions. There's like a ton. If you have more questions than what's here, feel free to give them a call. They're always more than happy to help you. So you can pre-register, okay, in advance. An advance pre-register allows you to, for every day you'll be in the park. So say you have a 3-day, it'll allow you to book a pre-booking for, they have a certain list. So it's not all the rides, but they have a list of like pre-booking available rides, and you can pick one ride per day for every park. One, okay? This is pre-registering for the ride before you get there. You click the link and then it allows you to be in a like chat waiting room with an agent. You can join the chat, and what you're doing is you're just letting them know like, hey, I am in need of a disability pass, and where do I go from here? That agent will get a little bit of information from you. People are there for days at a time where they're like, okay, it opens at this time, closes at this time, and they're in from beginning to end of the day, and they're trying for days and days and days. I was one of them. My sister was another one. It happens to everybody, so it's gonna take some time, so plan it out. There is a certain amount of time before your trip where you can register, so you cannot register a year out. There is a time, I'll put it here, where you can register and then you'll get a call, like a video call, because they want to see your beautiful face. You'll get a video call from one of the agents and they'll ask you a few more questions. They'll get a picture of you, and if you're approved, then you're good to go. As soon as you're done talking to the agent and you're done with the video call, they'll put you back into a chat queue, and then they'll say, okay, can I get your first pick for your first park day? And you'll give them the first ride, second ride. They'll ask you for also like a first and a second choice for each day, just in case they cannot get you the booking that you want. So you want to be ready with 2 per day, 2 rides per day from their list of approved pre-registration rides or pre-register rides. I knew that my disability qualified, so I had the list and I had written out every ride that I wanted to ride, my priority for the pre-bookings for every day. I had that list ready to go. Now, another key thing is you have to have your tickets at this point. You have to have your park selected, whatever park you're going to do for that day. You need to have your tickets paid for. And you also, it's always helpful to have it uploaded, like scanned to your app, so you can actually turn over your ticket if you have a physical ticket and scan that ticket so it uploads to your app and it's right there so that they can link it. They're going to want to link your ticket to your DOS pass. So when you put it up on your app and you're in the park, it's already there and you can register for your rides in the park, guys. It's so easy. This is only for Disneyland and Disney World. I haven't experienced out of the country Disney's yet, but you want to have your ticket, you want to be scanned in, you want to have it there because they're going to link the two. So as soon as you're in the park, you're in, you know, you open up your app, you can select your DOS rides for the day. So it allows you to select every ride in the park, every experience, every whatever, anything that Disney offers for you to see or enjoy, not food, parks and entertainment. You scroll through your app, you select your DOS ride, and then it'll tell you, okay, you have a DOS selected and this is your return time. So you can feel free to sit in the shade, you know, spray yourself down, take a rest somewhere, go use the restroom if you have to use the restroom, go get something to eat, keep yourself hydrated. And then when it's time for your ride, you walk up to the ride, they'll scan you, and then they'll tell you either you have to go through the back entrance or you just go straight in the front entrance. It just depends. With every ride, it's different. So I couldn't tell you like, oh, absolutely for this park, you go this way, and absolutely for this park. Every ride's different. You know, there's the old side of the park, there's the new side of the park. And so you have to kind of just roll with the punches as you go. Just make sure you're there during the time. So if it says be there at 1:30, try to go around 1:30ish if you can. They're usually really forgiving if you're like 20 minutes past or whatever. They understand we have disabilities. So sometimes we can't get to them exactly on time. Maybe we're in the bathroom, maybe, you know, we couldn't get up to walk. Things like that. So they're usually very forgiving, but you want to also be, you know, pay attention. Make sure you're looking at the time and like, okay, this is the time I need to be there. Maybe I should go restroom now or get a drink of water now, and then I can be in line on time. And then once you scan into that ride, you can select your next DOS pass. So as soon as I go in, I scan in and they say, okay, you're good. You're good to go. You can pick your next ride. Now, sometimes the app is kind of funky. So sometimes even if I scan into a ride and I try to select another one, it's saying like, I still have a ride and I didn't, you know, I didn't scan it. And so then what do? So you go and find one of those blue umbrellas and you go and talk to one of the customer service people, the cast members, I'm sorry. You go and find a cast member, and the cast member can help you at one of those blue umbrellas, and they'll help you to scan it in, and they'll talk you through it like, okay, you did this ride, and so they'll just cancel that ride off of your app, and then you can select your next one. So it's fairly an easy process. It's pretty pain-free. I feel like the only hard part is just trying to get in the queue. Like in the beginning when you're trying to register, just trying to get in that queue, it takes time. So get on early. Go on as early as you, if it opens at 4 a.m., right, their time, Florida time or California time, you want to be ready with your phone open 15 to 20 minutes before they even start. Just be there ready and waiting. They also don't need documentation for Disneyland and Disney World. You don't need to show proof of your disability. So it is an honor system, guys. So let's keep it honest. We want to actually have a disability. We don't want to be on there taking advantage of programs for people that really need it. So honor system. Continuing, once a return time is issued, guests are free to enjoy other theme park offerings while they wait virtually for their return time to arrive, as opposed to waiting in the queue. As soon as the guest redeems a return time, they can book another return time for the same or a different attraction. To maximize the benefits of DOS, guests should plan ahead using available information to develop a tentative plan for their visit. Current and forecasted future wait times can be found in Disney Genie Service app tool. In addition to ride locations and attraction access options, DOS can also be used in addition to Disney Plus service and individual paid attraction selections. So what that means is you can have DOS, you can have Disney Plus, and you can pay for a lightning lane. You can use all three together. And we've done two. We've done the Genie Plus and we've done the DOS. And in Disney World, we literally rode almost everything. So is it worth it for me? Yeah, it's worth it. We don't live on the East Coast, we live on the West Coast. So it is an expensive flight for us. It's a far flight. So I told my husband, like, look, we're gonna get Genie Plus and we're gonna have DOS and we're gonna use them together. It's a bit of juggling. So like this suggests, you want to kind of know your way around the park. You kind of want to know what ride is near what, because if you're doing one right here with your DOS and then your Genie Plus is all the way across and you cannot do that much walking in one go. Yeah. So you kind of want to plan it out and you kind of want to know, like get a good picture of, the parks are massive, you guys. It's not like Disneyland. Disney World is, if you look at a comparison of like Disney World, so I saw a picture on like Google and Disney World was like this big and Disneyland was like this. So if you're a Disneylander going to Disney World, yeah, you might want to look at the map and you might want to plan it out well, especially for those with disabilities that have issues with distance and walking and heat, because that's another issue. In Disney World, I had a cart, one of those scooters, but it was so hot and my fibro does not like the heat. It was ridiculously hot. And at points I told him, like, I don't think we're going to make some rides, because even on the cart, and I was wearing like jeans shorts and a tank top, I was still, you guys, dying. I told him it's getting hard to breathe, like, and I'm sitting down in a cart. So point proven. Make sure you plan it out and you kind of know where the rides are, and do not book rides across the planet, because it's such a big park. It feels like you're going across the planet. So plan it well. That's a key to getting your money's worth, your DOS worth, your Lightning Lane if you're using Lightning Lane, and your Genie Plus. Do guests register for DOS? Answer: there are two ways guests can register for DOS. So one, the recommended option is to register in advance via live video, what I told you guys earlier. Live video chat between 2 and 30 days prior to a park visit. So between 2 days and 30 days, you want to jump in that queue. I would go as soon as you hit 30 days. Get in that queue, because it takes more than one attempt. Get in that queue. Prior to park visit, if deemed eligible for DOS, the guest or parent or guardian of the guest will participate in a virtual registration process. The guests utilizing DOS must be introduced on the video call, and a photo will be taken of them. At the end of the process, the guests will be able to select up to 2 DOS advanced selections for select attractions. So 2, not 1, 2. I was wrong. I thought it was 1. DOS issued at one Disney theme park, valid at other Disney theme parks. So if you register for Disney World, you can use it at Disneyland and vice versa. DOS is valid throughout the resort at which it was issued. So no, you cannot. DOS issued at Walt Disney World Resort is not, for example, valid in Disneyland Resort and vice versa. You have to jump in that queue again. You want to have a Disney app on your phone. You want to have it logged in, your tickets linked. That is the best way to get your DOS rides. And in fact, I think for both Disneyland and Disney World, that's really the only way you can do it anymore. So it's on your app. You need the app. So get the app downloaded on your phone ASAP. Can a guest have more than one active DOS return time at one time? No, you cannot. You can only have one at a time. But once you scan into your ride, or you scan to say like you're doing the ride, the app automatically registers and says, okay, you can do another one. And as you're walking in the queue, I suggest you start looking and start to pick your next ride already. But yeah, I think that's about it, you guys. I just gotta say that the DOS has made my life and my family's life so much more tolerable in the parks, because there is a lot going on. And when you have a disability, especially like fibro, I cannot speak for everybody, but for myself, the exhaustion is real. Whether it's cold or hot, the exhaustion is just normal for me having fibro, right? And then on top of that, if it's hot, the heat just drains me like no other, and I just don't even want to be in the park. And then there's the pain portion of it. So it's like I am in so much pain, I don't even want to be here, and then I don't make it to like the end of the night, and that's no fun. Nobody wants to go back, take a nap, come back. Maybe for Disney World, I don't know, not for me. So having the DOS has made my life so much easier and more tolerable in the park. So I hope you guys take advantage of using the DOS with your disability, and let me know if you guys already used it and how you love it and how you like it and how you don't, or what you think they can improve on it, because I'm sure they'll look at comments and they'll look at things like that from time to time to improve the DOS system. But from what I've experienced, it's been great. There's some hiccups with the app, there's some hiccups with it not registering that I scanned into a ride, but other than that, it has made my life a lot better being in the parks. So I hope you guys try it, and if you did, let me know how you like it down below. If you didn't, then I hope this has helped you understand what it's for, understand the process. It's not very hard. If you have questions, just leave it below. I try to get back to everybody as soon as I can, just pretty quick. So leave your questions down below, leave your comments, whatever it may be, and yeah, just have fun in the parks. I know it's hard when you have a disability, but it's not impossible, and with the DOS, it makes it a lot easier. So I hope you guys found some kind of nugget of information in the video, and don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, because it helps our channel grow. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Ahuiho.